I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm cursed. What has happened here? I'm getting attacked, but I can't see nothing. And oh, I got him. It's another one. What on earth? They're not having invisibility potions because there was no particles either. I think my game is completely bugged out, dude. So I gotta go with a restart here. What? That scared me so much though. Alright, I restarted my game and I'm not sure if... Like, I don't know how to check if it works now. I do see a bunny though, so that's good. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode on Hermitcraft Season 6. Today is the big day, guys. Today is the big guy. I have no rockets. Today is the big day. Today we are going to start our next mega project, our next base project, which is going to be, of course, that I've been speaking about over here. Building a desert, sandy sort of kingdom. And I gotta be honest, like, there are a lot of things to figure out with it still. There are a lot of things that I haven't, because I haven't, like, pre-planned. I haven't sketched out in creative. I'm sure we'll be doing a little bit of that as well. But first things first, I will need an insane amount of material for this. Mainly, one thing that I'm gonna need that I don't have any of is... ooh, and I get a chance to do this now. Finally, it's been stuck in that chest for so long. Yeah, I have to get sandstone. I think sand isn't as big of a problem. And you may think, well, we're building in a sand biome, just mine it out. But that would be horrible. That would be really, really bad to do. So I think to start off today's episode, we're gonna go on a bit of a mining expedition or an adventure. I want to head out to the Hermit lands. I'm not sure, or the Hermit mine lands. I'm not sure how much is left over there, if anything. Yeah, so what I want to do here is I want to make sure I bring a lot of shulker boxes and a lot of wood. That being said, though, I guess I have some in here. I thought I had more chests already made. Yeah, because I'm gonna try and be efficient for once with mining, which I'm never efficient. I'm the worst miner ever. Like, I find other things to do in the game. I find other things more interesting. I guess I should bring like a backup stack of logs in my ender chest at all times. This doesn't need to be there. It's nice to clear out though. It's nice to get a little bit more organized with my inventory, because I've just been so back to back with the tower project, with the Tower of the South. Arcanid Tower was someone suggested as a name. I like that a lot. Yeah, I've just been so much back to back with that I should really spend a full episode just organizing my inventory and everything like that. But yeah. So anyway, we're gonna start off by doing a little bit of a session, and I guess I should have slept. And speaking about sleeping, I still can't believe that they haven't made sleeping bags in the game. I have a feeling that with the Taiga update, that may be a thing that they add with the campfires and maybe making bedrolls, so that, like, it would be amazing to be able to make a cheap bed that doesn't set or interfere with your spawn. I would really like that in this game. But we'll bring a black bed over as well. Hopefully, my hopes are that there is like quite a bit of sandstone still to mine, because yeah, if there's one thing that worries me with this expedition or with this project, it is the resources. Like, how are we going to cope with getting all the sandstone that I'm gonna need? Because sandstone is gonna be the main sort of building material that we use for the build. So today the plan is get resources, and then I want to plan out. I want to get a block chart done by the end of this episode. What is going on there? It looks weird. Oh! The minion has got horns! And weird eyes! This is turned into a pumpkin! Oh, and the convex has convexified! The big statue! That's amazing. That's amazing. It's always fun to, like, fly back and just see how things change. Are these changed? These are changed too, right? They are zombies now, or dead? Look at Tango. Got a villager face. That looks awesome. And this thing has turned into like a witch on the side. The convex has been added. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. And this is what I was hoping for, guys. People have been mining out the sand and left the sandstone. It's actually quite perfect for, for what we're here for. Yes! And this area really needs an XP farm, by the way, for mending purposes. That's something that someone, maybe I should get to do at one point in time. But the problem with doing that, of course, is that a mining area will eventually not be a mining area when there's nothing left. So yeah. No, I can't believe I did that. I just broke my silk pickaxe. Oh, I was looking at it as well, and I was like, it's gonna run out soon, Eskal. You better be careful. And then I forgot about it for 5 seconds, and now there's no more Silky Way number 2. It's the second time I break that pickaxe. Alright, well, once I'm done here, I guess we have to make a new pickaxe, because yeah, I really like having one of each. One Fortune and one Silk Touch in my inventory at all times. Alright, I gotta be careful here. I am running very low on Ripperoni as well here. And I think I'm gonna call it done there, because I know what will happen. I know me. I'm just gonna destroy this one as well. But we got a decent amount here, actually. We got nearly 5 shulker boxes full, which is great. Unfortunately, though, I can't bring my ender chest with me because, yeah, Ripperoni is dead. And I think I'm gonna leave the bed there. I'm definitely gonna come back here. We're gonna need a lot more sandstone than this over the course of this entire project. But this is a great start. 5 shulker boxes or 4.5 shulker boxes. So I guess the next thing we need to do, there is an ender chest here. I guess the next thing we need to do, and a bed. Okay. Yeah, the next thing we need to do though is we need to remake Silky Way. I'm not gonna play on the Hermitcraft server without a Silk Touch pickaxe. Not even for a second, if I can help it. So yeah, please don't die, Eskal. Oh, I have stuff here as well. Nice. So the first thing to do when fixing a pickaxe, I always look in this chest. And this makes me think that we're gonna need to, I guess I'll do this. We're gonna need to very soon, you know what? Let's try and make another Ripperoni as well, so we have 2 of those. Very soon we're gonna need to contact Mumbo again and go on an end raid. Anyone excited about that? It's gonna have to be a thing, because yeah, I'm running out of the tools, and honestly, the tools are more useful than you would think. Alright, so I need Silk Touch. I have mending. I need Silk Touch. I need 2 efficiency 5 books and 1 unbreaking 3. Yeah, the whole town has been like Halloweenified. It's weird for me because Halloween isn't really, wow, free cake. I'll take it. Halloween isn't really a thing that you celebrate in Sweden, is the thing. So it's a little bit weird to me. Oh no, this is not restocked. Come on, man. No. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge for us to get the required amount of emeralds here. The only thing I can think of that we have a lot of that we could trade with is the carrots, because yeah, I was really expecting there to be stock in Impulse's thing. I guess it's kind of a big thing to keep stocked as well, or keep updated for him. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try and make do with what I have, and yeah, this may be a bigger issue than I thought. Alright, well, I've just managed to turn 3 shulker box of carrots into this amount of emeralds, minus the ones we had. Whenever you do mega trading like this, like I've stood here for 45 minutes or so, you end up with a lot of extras. And I decided to buy a lot of pumpkin pie so that during Halloween here, we can actually be eating pumpkin pie. I think this is a pretty decent food as well. I'm not actually sure, but yeah, I think it's pretty decent. And I think for the first time ever, we're gonna be able to have a lunchbox now. Something that I've been wanting to do. I want to color that that shulker box later as well. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to it here though, because this is taking its sweet time. So I'm gonna need 2 efficiency books, but let's start with 1. Actually, we should have enough to make both pickaxes here. I didn't check what unbreaking costs though, and also Silk Touch is something I need. I hear them zombies outside. Silk Touch, 17 emerald. No. No. I have to waste some emeralds here. Hopefully that resets him. You reset, mister? Yes, he is reset. Nice. So 1 Silk Touch book. Unbreaking is 42 emeralds. Oh my goodness. And, oh, it's not locked at least. Yeah, I think we only need 1 of these, right? Because I did actually... I do have Unbreaking on that pickaxe. Yeah, nice. So I think with that, I should be able to put this together. Silky number 3. Boom. And Ripperoni number 2. Boom. Nice. It's always good to have a few backups. Like, I remember last season, or if it was the season before that, I had so many pickaxes backup, and that just increased the efficiency so much with mining. Alright, well, I think I'm finally done with this mega trade. We came out with 40 emeralds on top, so that's decent, I would say. That's decent. And some pumpkin pie to celebrate Halloween. Alright, well, now it's getting very exciting, because now we can finally start. I think this has been like a 3.5 hour resource collecting time for me. I've collected sandstone. We saw that I've done the pickaxe, but I've also collected clay, terracotta sand, and some wood types here. And I think we can finally get this thing undergoing. So the very first thing I like to do whenever I start a mega project like this, when it's a build project, is of course to try and figure out... Oh no, is the sun going down? Oh, I just slept. Is of course try and figure out a block palette. So we're gonna do that. And like I said with this project, I haven't actually sketched anything out in advance. So it's gonna be a little bit of an interesting time. But yeah, I gotta go back and I gotta sleep. I should really make another bed here. I wish I wouldn't have left my black bed over at the over at the area. This project is very exciting for me, by the way, guys, because I don't think, or very rarely do I build with sandstone. So, yeah, it's very exciting for that reason. Now, we got ourselves the sandstone, we know this, and I guess we should set up a crafting bench here as well. That's like my 5th today, if you want to count it. Can you make... Oh, yeah, you can make this sandstone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's so good. Okay, because the normal sandstone is pretty ugly on the side. I think, at least. I don't like it. Maybe we can mix those two things. That's very cool. We do need some accents though, and I do think that dark oak works extremely well with this color. It's, I think, the most common thing to do when you do sandstone is to use dark oak. I also wanted to try acacia, acacia, because this is a gorgeous wood type. And that works just as well. This is going to be all down to what style we want. They both have the correct saturation and all that stuff, so it just has to do with how we want the kingdom to look, basically. I think we can also make... Isn't there another sandstone thing that we can make? Like the... Oh, we can make this? What? Is this a vanilla thing or is this a Hermitcraft thing? Oh, that's amazing! We don't need to use any of these weird beveled, weird looking cobblestoney sandstones. We can use this. Oh, that's... Is that a 113 thing? You haven't been able to do that always, right? What about this? Yeah, this gives us some chiseled variant. Creeper head or whatever. That's also very cool. I still don't know what kind of style I want to go with. But wood is one thing. I also wanted to actually try birch. And... yeah, don't freak out. I'm not talking about this birch. This birch is garbage. I hate it. But... oh, wow. Look at how close these two are together. Okay, just for the testing. The dark oak, bark dark oak works as well. I guess we could do this if we want to go orange, but I don't want to go orange. I did actually pick out a color already that I want to try, and that's why I got the terracotta. So I got a lot of red terracotta. The red terracotta is a very good material for a mega build because, yeah, red is basically free, right? And I think, honestly, it works very well with sandstone. One thing that it looks extremely well with, though, is dark oak. Dark oak and red terracotta has always been like one of the best matches in Minecraft. You see that? That's just so freaking good. But I do think red is going to be our accent for this kingdom. We sort of have the yellow for this kingdom, blue and yellow, and then red here would make sense because they are enemies after all. Well, I guess they're enemies. You guys have been suggesting so much great feedback about the lore in the comments. It's crazy. I guess spruce would work as well. Like when I built Tortuga in my single player world, I used this mix a lot with the spruce and the sandstone. And that still works if we use the birch. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna do something crazy here. I think I'm gonna head over to town once again and pick up some birch because as a proper birch disliker, those 4 logs were all I could find. So yeah, I'm gonna head over to town once again and see if I can buy some. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a new log shop from the Concorp. And say what you want about the Concorp, but they do a lot of good stuff and they sell cheaper logs than Ren. Hopefully they have stock. That's one of the issues. Oh yeah, 1 diamond per stack. That now we're talking. Now we're talking. No more 2 diamonds per stack. Pfft, you know. So I'm just gonna. I guess I'm just gonna buy it all. There we go. So after a little bit of sketching using the colors that we discussed or the blocks that we discussed, I think we got a winner. I've actually been sitting here for a few hours already trying some different things. And I'm learning a little bit, like this is so exciting for me, as I said, because I haven't played around with sandstone. I'm learning a little bit about the different textures in these blocks that we have available because of these and the smoothened ones and the chiseled ones. There are so many different, completely different textures. They all have something in common, like the line up here, for example. But because of that, it is easy to texturize it. It's also easy to overdo the texturization. And I first put the birch as an outline, which looks really good. But I think we can use it as like a weathered down. Instead of spotting it, we could like have it in the bottom of things, and I think that's gonna look a lot better. I kind of want to do this in a little bit larger scale before I fully decide. And I'm showing you guys this process because I think it's important. Whenever you build something, I get a lot of questions from people asking like how to come up with stuff and things like that. There are so many great builders out there, of course, but this is how I do it, and I think it could be valuable to show if you guys are interested. How did I make the smooth stuff, by the way? This stuff. Oh, it's slabs. Okay. The other thing that I haven't yet figured out is what kind of height and what kind of shapes and stuff should we have. Right now I'm sort of just putting the blocks together. I think this build warrants for a very very interesting shapes and stuff like that as we go along, because yeah, for some reason that just to me feels like a sand kingdom. Like we could have spheres and stuff and towers and stuff like that. But yeah, I really do like this birch thing. What happens if we were to get rid of one of these pillars and not have them so close together, and we do something like that? And then we also got to decide how old is this kingdom, because yeah, how much of it is going to be broken down. We have so many slabs and stuff and possibilities. It's really exciting to me that we do. I think, for example, we could do things like this to make it look even more weathered down. And generally, I like to do things broken down and a little bit alive. Yeah, it may not look much right now, but I really feel like we're getting a style here. I do like the birch as sort of a gradient of that very cool looking smooth sandstone. I'm so happy I found that. One question, can we have sand in here to make it look even more? Oh, that works, I think. I think that works. Looks a little bit weird between these two, actually. Your eyes are like, wait a minute, is that thing supposed to be there? So if I just move it, if I just move it to here, that may be better. Yeah, but sand definitely works there to break that texture up without dotting it. That actually works really well. Another thing, there are so many things. Iskal is excited. Another thing is the birch planks. These textures are changed in this texture pack, and I think they look so good now. I really disliked them in the past because they looked like milked out logs. But now, this is like one of the best logs in the game. They look like driftwood, and I really, really like it. So don't hold me onto anything I've said with a different texture. It doesn't make any sense. But these can definitely be used either as an actual wood interior, or we could make them be roads and stuff like that. We also have the path block, which goes very well with sand. Wow, I should have done this a long time ago. But I think as far as the colors and the blocks that we're gonna use, this is what I want to go with. These things I put so that we could have them closed as well. They do look a little bit sad. I do like the color. I think that's good. But if we are to make windows, and now we come into the next stage, this is actually not necessarily the colors. This is me planning what to build. Do I have any? No. Let's make some fences here. I got another idea that I want to try out. Why did I say it like that? That's weird. Wow, yeah, that works as well. That actually works very well. We do fence gates over here. Just the same sort of style and have them open. Does that add that little extra to it? Yeah. Kind of looks weird that it's too tall. I do like that better though. But I think, yeah, if I'm building houses, this is now turning into like a house, whereas it wasn't necessarily supposed to be a house. But we're gonna have a lot of houses built here, and I do think the fences and fence, I think you can mix them up like that. Have one shut and one not shut. Not sure if I'm loving the top thing here. Maybe if we do that. But yeah, spruce for the plankage. Oh wow, that actually looks really good. That looks really good. I'm not sure if you guys are enjoying detailing in Minecraft, but I'm loving detailing, and this is actually coming together really nice with just a bunch of different details, small details as well, not necessarily big details, because this is essentially just a square shape right now. Imagine when we can add shapes to it and stuff like that. It's gonna be great. So I've been laying out a little bit of a idea in my head, mostly trying to scaffold out a little bit of the outer edge of this kingdom right here. And as I was doing this, I got another idea for the kingdom. I really like what we created over here. I really think this style caters for a lot of like small houses, and it's almost going to have resemblance with Tortuga that I created in my single player world called Iskal's Island. It's gonna have a little bit of resemblance from that, and yeah, I think it looks so good that I kind of want to have a downtown area down here. And I'm saying downtown because what I'm thinking we'll do, I asked you guys, I think in the last episode, I got a lot of different answers to this. But I was wondering what you guys wanted to see. If you wanted to see a castle or a pyramid or something else. Quite a few people suggested ziggurat. And I think what I've come to realize is I do want a castle-y keep. And I want a ziggurat or a pyramid. I want two things. Because one thing would be religious. And one thing would be like where the king or queen sits on their throne. So what I'm thinking we'll do, and you guys will have to let me know, this is something I'm going to let out there to you guys and see the reaction of before we take any massive decision. But this mountain right here could be like the keep. And the idea would be that you would have to walk up to it. So that means that we have a height difference, which is great. Maybe even an inner city wall around that mountain, but it may not be necessary because it's up on the mountain. Because if you were to build a kingdom here and the year would be medieval times, I'm pretty sure like this is a perfect spot to put the most important place, because you have a lot of vision over the ocean or over the waters, and you have the high ground, which is important. So maybe that goes there, and that leaves all of this space down here where it's sort of flat for a village type of thing inside the kingdom, and we can build lots and lots of houses like that. And then this thing here, this little mound here, could be the ziggurat or the pyramid. So we have two giant structures followed by a lot of houses. I personally think that that will look the best. And if you look at this mountain, it is actually quite large. And I could extend it easily so that it goes around here, like close this gap up. And then the village could also surround it, and this little village here could be the very edge of the Sandy Kingdom, so to speak. That temple is looted, by the way. I always, whenever I fly over here, there are a few comments saying, hey, you missed the temple. But no, it's looted by Exuma the first day. Anyway, I think that is a good plan. And so, rather than doing the wall, of course, I'll have to wait and see what you guys think about it. But rather than doing the wall immediately, I think I want to focus on, like, putting a village up down here with pathways and stuff. And before I do the castle, get all the small little houses and marketplace and town center and stuff like that in place, using this style. But anyway, guys, this has actually been quite a nice episode for me to record. It's been a lot of resource collection. We didn't get to build any massive things today, but I think that the style is definitely something I want to go with. Curious to see if you guys have any changes or anything that you think we should add or remove. One thing that we didn't try that I do want to check out together with you guys before I'm done is what would happen, and I don't think this is going to look better, but what would happen if we would do acacia? 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 Achacha, as Kiralis says. What would happen if we do that here instead of the dark oak? I was going to say that I'm so certain that the dark oak will look better, but I think the acacia looks better, to be honest. It looks a lot more smooth and not so sharp. Yeah, I think I want to go with acacia. Oh my goodness, really? That's so much better, is it not? Alright, question for the day. Episode question. Acacia or dark oak? That's gonna be the one thing that I want answers on. That's the question of the episode. But anyway, guys, we're gonna have to leave it with that, and we'll come back next time and hopefully do some more stuff in this village. There may be a stream in between these two episodes. I'm not entirely sure, but a lot of people have asked me to do a Hermitcraft stream because I've been playing so much Call of Duty on Twitch. So yeah, do make sure that you are followed on my twitch.tv channel just to make sure that if there's a Hermitcraft episode, you don't miss it. But anyway, that's gonna do it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you are new, consider subscribing. Have a fan-freaking-tastic evening, and I will see you dudes in the next episode.